And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back here on a Monday night for the Crooked Line Super Late Models presented to us by USAFirearms.com. We're coming at you live tonight from North Wilksboro Speedway for 125 laps around this historic racetrack, a racetrack that is actually in the works of being redone. So if you're a NASCAR fan, you know it. They're running the All-Star race here this year, so North Wilkesboro coming back to life. The drivers of the Crooked Line Super Late Models are going to take on this track tonight, as I said, for 125 laps. Top times are at the top of your board. Fastest so far is Jason Day with an 18.12. However, Day's going to have to go to the rear of the field this evening, being last week's winner. Got about a minute and a half left to go here in practice. Troy Tarbuck is second on the board with Chris Carroll in third, Levi Allen fourth, Aaron Raymond fifth, Jeremy Ruth sixth, Pittman in seventh, Sweat in eighth, Barrett in ninth, and Mark Stewart in your top 10 here in practice. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to head down trackside for pre-race ceremonies. So if you could please rise and remove your hats for tonight's national anthem. And thank you very much, Joshua Rutherford, for a great rendition of our national anthem. Everybody, please go check out Mullet Music Productions on YouTube, as we are already in qualifying right now. We're going to take a look at Troy Tarbuck. And the number 24, he's out on track on his second lap. Across the line. Going to be an 18.29, a little bit slower than his first lap. Right now, Chris Carroll on the pole with Tyler Johnson in second. Johnson completing his run right now. An 18.26. Didn't improve. Still going to hang on to second. Oh, Tanner Marr getting into the wall on his qualifying run. Take a look at Scott Smith in the number 53 first lap, an 18.44, 13th fastest. He goes across the line. Second lap's going to be an 18.48. Got bumped down to 15th so far. Alex Harris in the 74 out on track on his first lap. Across the line. First lap's going to be an 18.35 for Harris. Good enough for 8th spot. Out of turn number 4 and across the line. Big sideways out of the 74. Good save. So not going to be able to improve on his second lap time. Zach Murphy in the number 29 down into turns 3 and 4 on his first lap. Across the line. What can he do? Going to go 15th fastest in 18.39. Out of turn number 4 and across the line for Zach Murphy on his second lap. Jumps all the way up to 8th spot. A little bit better in 18.35 for the number 29 of Zach Murphy. Jason Korn out on track. First lap in 18.54 for the number 39 of Jason Korn. 23rd on the board right now. Out of turn number 4 and across the line for the number 39 of Jason Korn. He goes up to 18th quickest for that number 39 machine. I just am noticing this. Only about a minute left to go here in qualifying. I'm pretty sure everybody who wanted to take a time has. And as I said, Jason Day, who was fastest in practice, is going to have to start from the rear of the field this evening, being last week's winner. Right now, Levi Allen bumped Chris Carroll off of the pole, holding on to it right now with 30 seconds left to go. 18.21 there for the number 97 of Levi Allen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up qualifying here tonight at North Wilkesboro. Drivers are going to get the cars on the grid and get ready to go 125 laps here this evening. Time to get going through that grid. Levi Allen is going to be starting on the pole here tonight with Chris Carroll to his outside. Tyler Johnson's going to be starting in third with Dale Ogburn starting fourth. Troy Tarbuck is going to be rolling off fifth position with Brian Zimmerman starting in sixth. Christian Pittman is going to be starting seventh with Zach Murphy starting in eighth. Alex Harris is going to be rolling off ninth with Kyle the Wildman Wellman to his outside in 10th. Christopher Smith is going to be starting in 11th position with Justin Coleman starting in 12th. Moving on down, Daniel Sweat in 13th, Brandon Mettler to his outside in 14th, Mark Stewart in 15th, and Tanner Marr is going to be rolling off 16th. Todd Lamphere in 17th, Jason Korn going to be rolling off 18th, Guy Barrett in 19th with Scott Smith to his outside in 20th. Mitchell Muma in 21st, Derek Stanley 22nd, Larry Bell 23rd, Jason Bauer 24th. Nathaniel Davis, 25th. Jeremy Root, 26th. Jason Day, going to be starting 27th. Chris Sawyer, 28th. Tim Tripler, 29th. Anthony Rennick, 30th. And Aaron Raymond, going to be starting 31st on the grid this evening. 31 drivers here at North Wilksboro Speedway on a Monday night short track racing, 125 laps. Let's get it on. Levi Allen, Chris Carroll going to lead them to the green, and green flag is in the air. Side by side going down into turns 1 and 2. Levi Allen got a good jump there. He's going to be able to hang on to the race lead with Chris Carroll running second. Tyler Johnson back there trying to hang on to third as Dale Ogburn slots back into fourth. Now we're side by side back here. Troy Tarbuck and Brian Zimmerman coming out of turn number 4. It's a battle for your 5th position. Zimmerman getting stuck up on the high side. Now Christian Pittman trying to take a look. Pittman thinking about taking it 3 wide right there. Thinks different of it. Lap 2 of 125. Single file, first 4 cars. Then we got side-by-side action back here for 5th. We go back to Alex Harris, who's stuck up on the top side right now with Zach Murphy to his inside. Right behind them, you got Justin Coleman in the 04 running the top groove. With Wellman in the 42 looking to the bottom, and we're under caution for the first time this evening. Lap 4, 125. Let's go back and take a look at what happened. So it looks like the 8. I think that's the 8. Not sure. That's the 00. It's showing the, I think the number 25 for the 00, but that's Jeremy Root in the 00. That might be Nathaniel Davis. I'm not sure. It is. All right. So, gentlemen, numbers. Ladies and gentlemen, some numbers on the ticker are incorrect here this evening, so please bear with me. Chris Sawyer, looks like he was also involved in this. Yeah, it just looks like the 8 car might have came off the corner and came down into the 00 right there. That's going to put us under caution for the first time this evening. Levi Allen hangs on the lead right now. Doesn't look like anybody's deciding to come down pit road. Not sure if fuel is going to be a factor here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. If these guys get a couple of cautions, they might be able to make it the rest of the way. We've seen Tanner Marr try and play that strategy a couple of times. Sometimes we'll see him come down a little bit early, take a little bit of fuel, try to make it the rest of the way, get that track position. We know that track position is key at short tracks like this. Lights go off on the pace car. Levi Allen, Chris Carroll on the front row. Tyler Johnson, Dale Ogburn, row 2. Allen has control coming out of turn 4. Field rounds out of turn number 4. Allen fires them off, and we're back underway. Great launch by the number 97 as we go barreling down into turns 1 and 2. Side by side for the race lead down the back straightaway. Chris Carroll up on the top side of the racetrack. You got Levi Allen to the bottom. Carroll gonna slide back in line. Now side by side for third back here. Tyler Johnson to the inside of Dale Ogburn. Brian Zimmerman right behind Johnson trying to fight his way through as well with Christian Pittman up on the top side. Pittman kind of pinches the 5 car down a little bit right there, takes over that position, and now has his sights set on that 0-1 machine. Pittman making up ground. Oh, synchronized, getting loose coming out of turn 4 right there for the 5 and the 28. As we're side by side pretty much all the way back. Little bit of contact there between the 29 and I believe that was the 0-4. Wildman side by side with Mettler. Mettler trying to make some ground up on the high side. Looks like Tanner Marsh trying to follow him. Go back, you got Daniel Sweat side by side with Guy Baird as we go into 3 and 4. This is a battle for your 16th position. Back to the front. Levi Allen starting to pull away. He's doing a good job maintaining this pace right now. Now Christian Pittman looks to the inside of Ogburn into 3 and 4. Side by side coming out of turn number 4. Pittman fighting on the bottom side of the racetrack. Ogburn trying to keep the momentum up on the top side. Still side by side down the back straightaway. Caution out on the speedway. Let's go back and take a look. Oh, we're 3 wide right here. So there might have been something that went a little wrong before that, I imagine. This is we're 3 wide. It looks like Corn. So right there, Corn's loose coming out of turn 4. We can see that. So he goes to the bottom side. He catches it. Good job. Then we're 3 wide right here. Looks like I thought that one's a little hard to tell. Not sure if the 00 might have pushed up there. If the 17 could have come down. Not knowing that Corn was actually there. They were trying to get around him. But that's what's going to cause this one. Going to be under caution for the 2nd time this evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to take our first commercial break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Shut up and sit down.
We're back live here on True Sim Productions. That was Savage Edge apparel, ladies and gentlemen. Go check out savageedge.com. You can get yourself a True Sim Productions t-shirt while you're over there. Lights are off on the pace car. Going green this time by Levi Allen. Chris Carroll on the front row. Levi Allen in control. Out of turn 4. Pace car's off. And the green is back in the air. Great shot as the field as they go into turns 1 and 2, I should say. The top 4 single out pretty quick. We go back. We got a side-by-side battle going on. This is Troy Tarbuck. Oh, we're going to be under caution once again. Caution comes back out on the speedway. So it looks like there might have been a lot going on here. It looks like Muma's already in the grass right there. So we'll get a look at that. Oh, Jason Day getting turned. So let's go back, take another look. So there's a restart. Oh, looks like a little contact between the 83 and the 53. A little checkup. Looks like Day tries. Oh man, they don't. They're going 3 wide. I don't know what's going on there. Muma's just trying to get back up on the racetrack. It looks like Jason Day got hooked there. There's a lot going on with that one, ladies and gentlemen. A lot going on. Let's take one more look at it. A little bit of contact right there between the 98 and the 52, and then the 8. 8 comes up, gets into the 52. And I tell you what, Muma does a good job locking it down right there, not getting into the number 52. That puts us under caution once again here tonight at North Wilkesboro. Drivers are ready to go once again, but waiting for the pace lights to go off. Still a long way to go here tonight at North Wilkesboro. Plenty of time. No drivers still electing to come down pit road, top off them fuel tanks, so I think we might be able to be good. If not, we'll probably see them come down halfway. Because these guys do have a set of tires down there in the pits, ladies and gentlemen, and I could see some right side tires going up here tonight. Getting replaced about halfway, I'd say. That's my guess. All depends on how many cautions we get here this evening, how many green flag runs they get, how much wear they're going to put into them, and what strategy everybody's going to be willing to play. It's going to be a single file restart here. The reason being, ladies and gentlemen, is because when we got the green flag last time, we did not get a full lap complete under green. So we have to do a single file restart. Advantage to Levi Allen coming out of turn number 4. Green flag back out in the air. So this single file restart, obviously, everybody's single filed out. Nobody going to be side by side right off the bat. Chris Carroll trying to run down that number 97 as Christian Pittman holds on to 3rd, Ogburn in 4th. So we go back a little bit further. It looks like Zach Murphy's trying to gain up a little bit of ground here to the inside of that 42 car of Wildman Wellman. Oh, he's going to get sideways out of 2. Metler giving him plenty of room. Good job keeping that thing straight. Look like Tanner Marr trying to make a move up on the high side. Now he's under fire from Brandon Metler as they go down in a 1 and 2. We go back a little bit further. We got Mark Stewart in the number 8. Oh, he's got Guy Barrett taking a peek to his inside. Going to be side by side out of turn number 2. You got Daniel Sweat there trying to make a move as well to the inside of number 8. 3 wide coming out of turn 4. Number 80 is up near the outside retaining wall. Everybody checked up. That was a good job giving everybody some room there. Let's go back up to the front of the field. Levi Allen continues to lead, but he's got Chris Carroll right behind him in 2nd. Christian Pittman runs 3rd. They are nose to tail though. 1, 2, 3. You got to go back about a second off Pittman to see Dale Ogburn in the 0-1. He's got some breathing room. Then you go back to Brian Zimmerman, who holds on to the top 5 position. Tyler Johnson started in third, now sits in sixth. Has Troy Tarbuck all over the back bumper. Tarbuck going to clip the grass coming out of two. Wellman's going to go to the outside trying to make a move. It looks like Tanner Marr back there trying to take a peek to the inside of Zach Murphy as well. Marr's going to clear Mettler coming out of four. Great racing going on right now. Go back up and check our leaders. And let's go on board with Chris Carroll. Getting all the way down there in 3 and 4. Losing a little bit of ground here than the number 97. You see the bumps there in 1 and 2. Affect the handling of that race car. So there's your top 3, and then you got Ogburn, Zimmerman, Johnson, Tarbuck, and a big single file line of cars. You saw it right there. That was Larry Bell going into 1 and 2. Had a little bit of damage to that race car. And then you saw the leaders immediately coming out of 4. So they are starting to catch lap traffic. Probably won't see them many times soon, but I'd say in the next 10, 15 laps, we're going to see these leaders have to work around some lap traffic. Lap 37 of 125. Throw a blanket over your top 3. Levi Allen, Chris Carroll, and Christian Pittman. Go back to 4th, got Dale Ogburn, kind of in a world of his own right now. He's got almost 2 seconds ahead to Pittman, and then another 1.5 seconds back to Brian Zimmerman. And Zimmerman is just leading a freight train of cars right now. Behind him, you got Tyler Johnson in 6th, Tarbuck 7th, Wildman Wellman back here in 8th, Justin Coleman in the 04. He's running 9th in your top 10, Zach Murphy. Wildman's going to go to the inside of Tarbuck here in 1 and 2. Doesn't look like that car wanted to stick there on entry. He had a nose there coming off the corner, but just barely. Lap 40 of 125, still got a blanket over our top 3. Levi Allen continues the lead. He's led all of them so far. Ogburn still losing time to our race leaders. It's now gapped to about 2.3 seconds up to Pittman. Zimmerman, though, is starting to catch the 01. Lap 43 of 125, Levi Allen still continues the lead, but he has a mirror full of Chris Carroll. Carroll looks like he kind of changed up his line a little bit, and it's starting to work. You saw in the entry, lost a little bit of ground, but gained it all up on exit. Let's see what he does here in the next set of corners. Again, kind of entering a little bit higher than that 97, pulls it down late. We'll see the kind of run he gets. Ooh, actually gets into the outside wall right there going down the back straightaway. As Brian Zimmerman is now catching up to Dale Ogburn. Ogburn looks like he got a little loose there coming out of turn number 4. Zimmy looks like he might have a little bit of right front damage to that number 28 machine. Back up to the leaders. Levi Allen starting to pull away just a little bit more. Now out to a 0.5 second. So they're starting to space apart right now. Tires are starting to show their wear. But But are these guys behind Allen safe? Allen got into the outside wall right there. Just a little bit of a right rear slap on the outside wall coming out of turn number 4. So we go back to this line of cars. Wellman, Murphy, Coleman, Mettler. Then Tanner Marr behind those guys. Tanner Marr's running 12th. You got Daniel Sweat in 13th. Taking a look at the next line of cars, we got Guy Barrett leading this one with Mark Stewart right behind him and Christopher Smith in the number 80 right behind him. And that's 14th, 15th, and 16th. Then you got Scott Smith in 17th right behind them. Now let's go back and take a look at Jason Day, because remember, he had to start near the back of the pack. He was fastest in practice. And it just shows, it goes to show you how much track position matters here. Not sure if he's struggling in traffic in that dirty air or what's going on, but that 52 sitting back there in 20th. Levi Allen continues the lead here, lap 51 of 125. Chris Carroll starting to run him back down. So it looked like Chris Carroll was starting to catch up to the back bumper of Levi Allen, but as soon as that happened, Levi turned it back up and started pulling away. Ooh, Allen almost got into the wall again right there as we watch the turn 4 exit camera. Levi and Chris, they both started pulling away from Pittman. And Pittman's now about 1.3 seconds off of Chris Carroll. Brian Zimmerman did get around Dale Ogburn, starting to run down Pittman. Taking a look at last time by laps, 19.25 for Allen, a 19.26 for Carroll, and then a 3.0 and a 3.7 for Pittman and Zimmy. And Chris Carroll trying another line in 1 and 2. He went way high on entry in 1. They are starting to catch up to some lap cars. We're going to have to see how they handle these guys. That line looks like it's working. Look at the run Carroll gets going down the backstretch. He's right on the back bumper. He goes back up to the top side of the racetrack in 1. Watch him pull it down. Look at the run he gets here. Allen's going to have to block this run. Carroll might use one of these lap cars as a pick to get around the number 97. Back up to the top side of the racetrack. Allen continues to run the same line. He's trying something just a little bit different, though. He's not entering as high as Carroll. Carroll has a run down the back. It worked. Side by side in 3 and 4, but they're catching lap traffic. Give the advantage to Allen. Now he has to go up to the top side. Carroll's stuck on the bottom. He loses his momentum, and Allen hangs tough on the top lane. Now right on the back bumper, if that's the number 51 of Chris Sawyer. Chris Sawyer being shown the last car in the lead lap right now in 26th. Levi Allen's going to have to make quick work of him because Chris Carroll's still all over the back bumper. They both make quick work of him. Carroll thought he was going to take a peek there going into 1, goes back up to the top side of the racetrack. Let's see what kind of run he gets here. Well, he gets a great run through the center of 3 and 4. So they got around Chris Sawyer. That put Chris Sawyer 1 lap down. Now they're catching up to the back of the 43 of Larry Bell. Lap 63 of 125. Really good green flag run we got going on right now. The question is, are these drivers going to have to pit for fuel? So Allen might have seen what Carroll was doing right there, because he's starting to enter a little bit higher going into 1 and 2. Now to the inside of Larry Bell coming out of 4. And Bell's going to try and fight just a little bit, try to stay on that lead lap, as now Allen goes to the bottom side. Carroll was trying to use that 43 as a pick. Allen's doing a very good job getting around these lap cars. Carroll goes back up to the top. He's going to try that same line again that he used to catch him before. He just gets such a good run down the backstretch with it too. Oh, Muma gets loose in front of Allen. He goes to the inside in 1 and 2. But Carroll's going to be able to enter a little bit higher. Muma's going to fight to stay on the lead lap here. So the 97 gets around him, but Carroll's going to be stuck side by side. He's going to have to get out of it, and he's going to lose a little bit of momentum. Lap 69 of 125. And Pittman is starting to close in on these guys just a little bit, because they're slowing down because they have to get around these lap cars. But Pittman also has to work around them as well. Allen goes to the inside of the 09. That's Jason Bauer, who almost side-by-side contact there with the 09 and the 99. Just great racing going on we got for the lead right now, ladies and gentlemen, here at North Wilkesboro. This track is awesome. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are a little shy of just 50 laps to go here at North Wilkesboro. Got a good green flag run going. Levi Allen starting to pull on Chris Carroll just a little bit. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, got to cut that short because we got a battle for the race lead, and it was a good one. Levi Allen got a little loose trying to get around the lap car of Alex Harris. And Chris Carroll managed to make the pass on the outside. We got 44 laps to go. Shout out to MF Racing Designs. You can go check them out on Facebook and get yourself a wrap done yourself. Now Chris Carroll working around the 74 of Alex Harris. Allen's gonna send it into the corner a little bit up on the high side. He saw how Carroll got the run on him. He's trying it himself. Harris is gonna go high. He's gonna let the 97 go around him. Back down into 1 and 2. Carroll's still entering just a little bit higher than that number 97. I think Allen needs to see that and start running it himself. He loses a little bit of time going down the back straightaway right there. So Chris Carroll takes over the race lead. Christian Pittman now third, right behind Levi Allen. And Brian Zimmerman about 2.5 seconds back behind Pittman. They got Tyler Johnson back here in 5th. He just got around Muma, and it looks like Larry Bell now working his way around the outside. Looks like that's Jason Bauer bringing it down pit side. So, caution flag out on the speedway. Now, will we see the race leaders come down pit road first? Let's go back and see what happened. So the 09 goes down pit road. Oh, it looks like Bell might have misjudged that one just a little bit. Looked like he might have been coming up a little bit there. Got into the 51 of Sawyer. Yeah, I think he just might have misjudged that one. Like he was trying to come up and get behind the 51, but it looks like he just timed it wrong. All right. So yeah, as I say that, now we got drivers coming down pit road. And I was wondering if we were going to see that. You got to come down pit road. You got to take these tires. You see, right sides are going up. And ladies and gentlemen, I am so glad to say I fixed the pit stops and we can see the cars going up now. Chris Carroll wins the race off pit road. Takes 2 right side tires, as we're able to see now. Looks like Brian Zimmerman's gonna come out second. It looks like, oh my, trying to find him on timing and scoring here. What happened to the 97 of Allen? He fell all the way back to 7th. I think Allen took 4 tires, maybe hoping those 4 tires are gonna help him. I don't know, everybody else took 2. Carroll 2 right sides, Zimmerman 2 right sides, Pittman 2 right sides. Everybody all the way down to Allen, and Allen got 4. All right, so now drivers all have fresh tires. We're going to see what happens. Can the number 97 of Levi Allen work his way back up through the field? The lights are going to go off on the pace car. Chris Carroll and Brian Zimmerman going to lead him down to this restart. Out of turn number 4, and we're back to green. Oh, looked like Wellman got sideways back there on entry. I don't know. I might have been mistaken. Yeah, he's lost a lot of ground. No caution on the speedway. Keeps the car going. Can we go back and see what happened? He goes in a little too hot. Big sideways drift there. Down into the grass. Good save by the number 42 Wellman. Back up at the front. Pittman just got around Zimmerman. 32 laps to go. So Chris Carroll just at the fastest lap of the race at 18.32. But Pittman almost ran an identical lap time. So Pittman is fast right now on them fresh tires. Let's go back and take a look at Levi Allen, who's on the inside of Guy Barrett right now trying to get around. And remember, that 97 car has 4 fresh tires. Caution flag back out on the speedway. Looks like it might have been, I'm not sure. Let's go back. Wellman, gets in the outside wall right there. All right, Wellman, calm down, buddy. You done did that to yourself. You done blame the new guy. Come on now, look at that. We're gonna watch it one more time. Look at that. He puts himself in the dang wall and blames the 09. Come on, Wellman. You got that, buddy. That's not the cause of the caution, though. That's just, that was an incident on track that I happened to catch on race control. Looks like the 29 of Murphy just taps the 83, sends him around here coming out of turn number 4. Let's take another look at it. So Levi Allen started that last restart, I think around 7th or 8th, now up into 6th. Remember, Levi Allen has 4 fresh tires, whereas Chris Carroll and Pittman and Zimmerman and all those guys, they all only have 2 right sides. We're taking lap 98 of 125. Laps are starting to tick off here, starting to close out the night. So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if anybody happened to catch last night's broadcast, the Blazing Pedals Xfinity Series, but we did interview somebody under caution last night, and I am not kidding. Immediately after that, he unfortunately got turned. Unfortunate events for that. It was Andy Poliski, driver of the number 32 over in Blazing Pedals. So I'd bring somebody up and talk to them and kind of ask them what they're feeling right now with about 25 laps to go. But I really don't want to jinx nobody. That's the biggest thing. Time to re-rack them, restack them, and fire them off one more time here tonight at North Wilksboro. When they take the green flag, it's going to be 25 laps to go. And the green is back out in the air. Ooh, see a little bit of wheel spin. Oh! Tyler Johnson, and I'm not sure who that was, making big contact on the restart. I think that was Troy Tarbuck in the 24. It was. Heavy damage to the number 24. And the pace car is going to come right back out. What in the world happened on that one? And who all was involved? We got to find out. So we get the green flag. It looks like a little wheel spin. They make contact there. The Tarbuck and the 5 of Johnson. And then it's just chaos from there. Let's go back a little bit further. We saw Daniel Sweat in the 07 was involved. Everybody trying to check up to miss it. Just nowhere to go. And we're back under yellow here with 23 laps to go. The big one. Well, you know what they say, cautions breed cautions, right, Corey? So if I'm not mistaken, ladies and gentlemen, this also means that we're probably going to be getting a single file restart, which is going to give a big advantage to that number 99 of Chris Carroll. Now, he didn't win last week, but he did win the week before that. I'm pretty sure. I'd have to go check the stats page. Whoever is leading the last lap is going to win this one. You know what, Corey? That is absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct. Now, my next question for you, Corey, is what's it going to take to win this race? Finish first. That's absolutely right. 21 laps to go here at North Wilksboro. Waiting for the lights to go off on the pace car. Old Terry Foster coming in. The fast car up front. The lights are off on the pace car, and it's going to be a single file restart. Carroll's going to have a good advantage here with 20 laps to go, going to be 19. This is where we're going to go and wait for this restart here in turn 1. You see the pace car dives off, and the green is back out in the air. Carroll took him all the way up to the wall there. How about Jason Day making his way back up towards the front here? You know, I just noticed that number 52 on timing and scoring. He's right in front of that number 97 of Levi Allen, all over the back bumper of the 02 of Guy Barrett. And Jason Day is up 22 spots now since the start of this race. Remember, he was fastest in practice. 18 laps to go, though. He's running out of time. Chris Carroll out to a pretty good lead right now. Christian Pittman running second. Chris Carroll just had the fastest lap of the race, an 18.31. Laps to go. Levi Allen's still trying to make his way back up too. I think this traffic is really starting to hurt him. He's got Jeremy Root all over the back bumper, and this is the first time we've seen Root up in the top 10 as well, as Allen gets big sideways coming out of turn number 4. Oh, Root's gonna get into the back of him. Tanner gets into the left rear of the 00. That's a big checkup coming out of turn number 2. Caution flag on the speedway. However, I don't think it was because of those two. I seriously doubt it. They had it collected back up. Taking a look at Mark Stewart here. Kind of pinches the 04 up into the wall right there. I think that checked up a couple of drivers behind him. Let's go see. It's the 66 of Lamphere. Yeah, him and Smith get involved. Oh, and Smith gets in the 09 and goes around. What exactly happened there with Scott Smith? Maybe something broke on the front end. Let's see. Goes down. Oh, yeah, he hits that inside wall a ton. And then, yeah, everybody going for a ride right there. 13 laps to go here at North Wilkesboro. And cautions, precautions, ladies and gentlemen. We've seen it. It's just a product of racing. Oh, by the way, Corey, since you're in chat, I want to point out I was watching Shop Talk before we went live here. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already, go check out Savage Edge Gaming on YouTube and TNA Motorsports on Facebook to check out Shop Talk every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, where they talk about pretty much everything, including the race on Sunday night. But I was watching Shop Talk, Corey, and you almost got through the top 5 before I went live. I got to number 1 right before you played number 1. I had to go live. I'm a little disappointed in that. Chris Lagoon, welcome to the chat. Buddy, let me tell you, that pace car actually has not led the most laps tonight, believe it or not. We had a fantastic green flag run going a little bit earlier in the race. Was almost thinking we were going to see green flag pit stops until we got a caution flag, and then cautions breed cautions. Well, I ain't saying it again. You have to go back and watch it. 10 laps to go here. Pace lights are going to go off. We're going to be taking 9 laps to go when we get the green flag. It's going to be a double file restart this go around. Jason Day has an advantage there on the inside, but Levi Allen's going to be starting on that high side once again. See Pittman's getting ready, warming those tires up, cleaning them off a little bit. Chris Carroll testing to make sure he's not going to wheel spin on this restart. Pittman's kind of hanging back just a little bit. Ooh, looked like a little jump and then a hesitation by everybody right there almost. Side by side down in the 1 and 2. Pittman's going to tuck back in behind the 99. Looking to the inside down the back straightaway. Christian Pittman going for the race lead here. Brian Zimmerman is trying to follow. Little bit of contact out of 4, 8 laps to go. Side by side down in the 1 and 2. Oh, Zimmy had to check up right there. Carroll was pinching Pittman down. And Pittman's trying to hang on the bottom. He's going to get into Carroll. Oh, Zimmy's going to get tagged to go around. Big Wreck Allen down, going to pit road. Oh, my. And I don't even think that's what the caution was for. Woo! Ho-ho! There's a lot going on, ladies and gentlemen. We got a lot to go back and take a peek at, I think. That was the accident prior, so we want to take a look at, I believe, this right here. There's just a little bit of contact back here. A couple 4Xs, no big deal. Oh, there. I think this might have been the caution. Oh, yeah. Ogburn gets loose. Korn gets into him again. They slow down. Oh, Zach Murphy involved. The 04 doing a great job stopping. He didn't hit nothing right there. And then we got to go back up and look at what happened up here. So Pittman right there gets in the left rear of the Carroll. Carroll kind of pinched him a little bit. Zimmy checked up, and then it was just chaos from there. While we wouldn't expect anything less but a wild finish here on a Monday night for the Crooked Line Super Late Models presented to us by USAFirearms.com. Are we going to get a natural green-white checkered here? That's the question. Or is it going to go into overtime? That's kind of what I'm wondering right now, everybody. Hey, this is exciting. Philip Van Vliet, I see you out there. This is exciting. Come on now. All right, here we go. Who's your money on? Well, this will be the final restart. Pace car's off. Carroll fires him off. We're back underway. Doesn't look like Pittman's going to get the restart he wanted. He's going to, might not be able to clear Barrett. Barrett's going to send it down into 1 and 2. Carroll's starting to get a little bit of a gap here. Pittman's going to have to do something fancy here in the next couple of corners. They're side by side back there. Day and Root. White flag in the air for Chris Carroll. Does Pittman have enough? Next flag's going to end it. Little contact. Oh, big junker. We're watching the lead real quick. We'll go back and see what happened. Chris Carroll out of turn 4. He's going to win. Pittman's going to come home second. Who's getting third? Who made it through? Mitchell Muma gets third. Up 18 spots. Gets third since the start of this race. What in the world happened there? Let's go back and see, because I'm not sure. All started, it looked like a little bit of contact right here. Down into the grass goes Barrett. Everybody checks up. He comes back up. Oh, and it's just parking lot. Everybody going for position on the last lap. Oh, man. Yeah, Tanner Marr was the driver who tried. He tried his best to slow down and get through that. Watch this. He slows down. He gets into the back of the 0. Look at it. Still, oh, God. Oh, my Lord. Chris Carroll is doing his burnout. Sorry, Carroll. We're kind of missing it a little bit, but I had to kind of go back and see what happened. Chris Carroll is your race winner, everybody. What a finish. What an overtime finish. That was awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a broadcast here on True Sim Productions. Trying to go ahead and get everybody up into the broadcast waiting room. All right, and first off, let's talk to our third place finisher, and that's Mitchell Muma on the number 98. And Mitchell, you got to tell me what you saw, because we went back and watched that last lap, and it was a parking lot on the backstretch. How'd you get through?
Man, it was chaos. So I saw the O2 go in the grass, and I just kind of had a feeling it was going to come up on the track. So I just timed it, man. Went low and snuck right through. And the first thing that came out of my mouth was, "Oh my gosh, my first podium!" Because the last 2 times I've been close to getting a podium or getting an interview with you, Sam, I got X'd out or wrecked for the win or something. It's just always been something. But man, this is pretty cool.
My question is, I wasn't able to see on timing and scoring. Where were you before the accident? What position were you in?
So I was actually up to ninth, but I was a lap down on lap 98. I was lap down in 25th. Got the lucky dog when that I think the 09 pitted, and I got lucky because he pitted. The caution came out right after that, and I got the lucky dog from that because he would have gotten it. Got my lap back, and then it's just kept missing wrecks, and I started figuring out how to drive.
Tell you what, man, you came back from a lap down. You made your way back up to third from starting position here tonight, up 18 spots. Great run out of that number 98, Mitchell. Who you got to shout out tonight?
Hey, well, I want to thank my teammates, Chris Sawyer and Derek Stanley. We talk a lot about how we can improve our craft in our race. And also just want to thank my sponsor. Actually, I'm starting a new business called MSM Services. I'm doing digital marketing and financial coaching. So if anybody out there needs those services done, I'm the guy to go to. Just started my business just this month. So MSM Services, digital marketing and financial coaching. So.
All right, Mitchell. Well, hey, good job on a third place finish here tonight, and we'll see you again next week.
Hey, thank you, Sam. Thank you for putting on the league, Tanner, and everybody.
And that was Mitchell Muma, driver of the number 98, coming home in third place. A wild third place finish for him nonetheless, but it was just wild overall. Now let's talk to our second place finisher, and that's Christian Pittman in the number 14. He comes home second place tonight. And Christian, you had a chance there. Green, white, checkered finish, essentially. Was it the restart? What could you have done differently there?
I probably could have got a better jump. The restart before that, when I got up alongside of him and we were racing for it, I timed that one right on when he was going to go. I heard his engine go, and I went. That last restart there, I didn't have enough to swoop up into one and kind of arc the corner and get below him. So we'll take a second place. I mean, this is one of my favorite tracks. I wish we wouldn't have had the caution before the last caution where I was next to him. I think if I would have been able to get by him, I would have been able to hold him off, but he had some really good fire off speed, and he was able to rotate the center a lot better than I was.
Well, you guys put on a heck of a show and a heck of a battle there before we got that last caution. Thought you might have had something for him there, especially on that green, white, checkered. But you still come home. You get a second place finish. Great run out of that number 14. Who you get a shout out?
I got to thank my grandparents as always, my dad, all my buddies, friends that watch these broadcasts, Five Kings Motorsports, MF Racing Designs, McConey Setup Shop, The Butt Kicker, True Sim Productions, of course, for putting on this broadcast for my family to watch. Everybody over at Crooked Line Racing, especially Tanner Moore, everything he does for this league, and anybody else that helps out.
All right, Christian. Well, hey, congratulations again on second place, and we'll see you again next week.
Thank you very much.
That was Christian Pittman, driver of the number 14. He came home in second place tonight. He tried getting Chris Carroll there, but just couldn't quite get him. Now we got to talk to our race winner, and that's Chris Carroll in the number 99, taking home the win here tonight at North Wilksboro, but kind of had a fight for it, Chris. You were battling Levi Allen there the first half of that race pretty much the whole time, and then we get some pit stops in, you get some fresh tires, and you got to worry about Pittman. Kind of walk me through your race.
Yeah, man, I think Levi was a car to beat there. I couldn't do much with him, and we ran up on some lap traffic, and I saw him smoke the tires up off the corner, and I thought, well, I'm going to go to the top and try it, and got around there, so I got pretty lucky. I think Levi was faster than me. I don't think I could have done anything with him if we were straight up. From there, it was just a matter of trying to get restarts, and Pittman really, he was smart on that one restart. He timed my spot. There's a spot I really liked, and he figured it out, and he was there, so it was really hard fought, really fun race. Hope the other guys felt like that, but it was nice to get some green flag laps in there tonight and go racing.
Yeah, you guys put on a heck of a show, especially when you and Levi got a chance to actually battle through some lap cars there. It was a really interesting race overall, but, you had to fight off Pittman there on that last green, white, checkered. There was a big wreck. I don't know if you've had a chance to go back and watch it yet, but there was a big pileup coming off turn 2 I want you to go check out. But, hey, Chris, another win here in Crooked Line Super Late Model, so you got to thank.
Well, always got to thank. We're going to go with BAM Racing Videos. We're going to go with Savage Edge. Always forget them. Got to thank you guys at TSP. I got to thank USAFirearms.com and all my teammates out there, Troy Tarbuck and Guy Barrett, Larry Bell. Brian Zimmerman always for sponsoring us, and gotta thank my friends and family, Sam. They're always out there watching me. My folks like to watch, and got a lot of people watching out there now. It's pretty cool, but just everybody that works hard to put this on. I think we're going in the right direction, my man. I think we're starting to figure this out, and the respect is starting to show out there. Guys are apologizing, and it's going in the right direction. It's great.
All right, man. Well, you're taking home another win here tonight. Congratulations on that, Chris, and we'll see you again next week.
Thanks, Sam. Appreciate it, bud.
That was your race winner, Chris Carroll, ladies and gentlemen, and that's going to do it for us here on True Sim Productions on a Monday night for the Crooked Line Super Late Model Series presented to us by USAFirearms.com. This was a really good race, everybody. I actually had a lot of fun with this one. I hope you all did too. Be sure to tune in tomorrow night because we're going to be broadcasting the NextEv Media Tour Modifieds, also from Crooked Line. I hope to see you all there. Thank you, everybody. See you in the next one. Have a good one.